And there we go. He who knocks. Compulsive reloader, Vorpal weapon, Krait. I am on a training arc to increase my sensitivity so that I can fight and potentially kill Strand Supers, Dawnblades, etc. before they get a chance to run rampant over my team. Simple as that. Also try and give myself a chance to kind of reteach myself some good habits over time if I can. Because I have been playing Stasis Titan now for since season 15, I think. And so I have been playing the freeze idea for a long time. So what I do is I just kind of play the game. I throw any one of my random abilities that I get up at all times, because ability uptime is mental. Alright, let's see. Can I take it out? There we go. And so I've just kind of been playing bad, realistically, because I have been over-reliant on my abilities because I have them so often. So what I need to do, and why I'm doing this, is I am trying to train myself to have better aim, better tracking, so that if I do play that playstyle, which is really boring, I have the ability to play it exceptionally well if necessary. I just don't like playing it because it's boring to me. Alright, I'm gonna kill my teammate if I try to go and fight that. They're all gonna be outside now, but let's see. Any supers yet? No. There we go. That's open, so let's just go ahead and push over. There we go. Alright, I've got a couple over there. Oh, he can see me through the wall, that's why he's waiting. Boom. Yep. Eruption, you sadden me some days. Because if I wasn't being highlighted through the wall, maybe I could have done something. Alright. Yep, there they are. And that's a representation of me needing that better aim I've been talking about. That way I can take those out better, more effectively, more consistently, realistically is what I'm trying to do. Take out those, take out supers. Just overall have a better time playing the game. Having the ability to track my targets. There we go. If I'm not careful here, I'll be oh. I'd be erupting, but no. An eruption of sorts, I guess. But no. Yeah, I just went ahead and crafted this crate from Banshee today at about probably 3 PM my time. Isn't saying much as to what time, but it says a degree about it. Yeah, I'm dead. That sucks. The saddening reality of the super that I play. is that even when I'm trying to do the right thing by slamming on the ground and using my heavy attack to shatter, if you're not right on top of them when you do it, you don't shatter. The hard learning curve of Stasis Titan. That one is coming from this side. I'm gonna die to that. Nope. Teammates got it. That's good. I gave him something to aim for, so it allowed my teammates to shoot him pretty much unharmed, which is nice. Yeah, I'm as good as dead here. Teammate, no! But no, the main... I like to try and take out supers because I don't like fighting against too many of them. They just get annoying to fight against. That one's dead. So they're up here. Go to the ice. Put my head down. Don't worry, because there's a well in the middle. So if I stand with the well, I'm going to get my head taken off. I have to be careful here. Turn around and watch this back area here on the bridge. I'm erupting, so they can see me, so it doesn't really matter what I do. Since they were just going to hide from me anyways. Alright, I don't have any space in my inventory. Let's see what I got out of those. Discord focused, focus surplus. They can sit in there. But that wasn't a great representation of me trying to be the man who knocks against these supers, so I'll try and play another one here. If my matchmaking doesn't break for the, I don't know how many time today. Usually only happens after disjunction matches, but that doesn't mean it's impossible for it to happen on other matches. Almost 30 kills, not bad. But even though Krait came out well over a year ago, almost 2 years now, it is still one of my favorite guns, mainly because of the rapid fire frame and the Viced foundry. I've been a fan of them for a long time. I always liked how they sounded, how they looked. They had that P90-esque aesthetic. The perk set on Krait, though, it was always kind of disappointing from a Stasis Crystal perspective. It does have some pretty nice damage perks, though, especially now that some of them have been changed over time. But I think the main thing that Krait is good for in PvP is Vorpal weapon. Because if you do have good tracking, controller, you're gonna have a blast. You'd have a blast with this because it's you kind of hold down on the stick just barely, let it kind of do the auto aim for you. It's just gonna hit heads. And Vorpal weapon, you can pair it with stats for all, so then you get 10 stability, 35 handling, 10 range, some fall off distance, some reload, and some reload scalar. And then you get that for 10 seconds. So you got a bunch of different really nice rolls you can get. I do kind of like this roll. Compulsive Reloader, kind of a wasted trait. I think I'm going to go for Steady Hands or Overflow the next couple times I try and focus for this. That way I can try and get... My opinion, I want Steady Hands so I can swap faster between my weapons. Especially since, because of how the game is played right now, everyone tries to get right up on top of you, and so for me, running double primary, having that extra handling and that extra swap speed to my sidearm is going to be really helpful in a lot of situations, especially since it's there for like 8.5 seconds. Okay, it's still working. I was getting a little worried. So having that would be really nice, and then I can just kind of swap back and forth between the weapons. But I think the main thing that helps this weapon for me is definitely Arrowhead with Ricochet, because I did have a roll that I was running before. It was Overflow Headstone, but it didn't have Arrowhead, so the recoils kind of sucks. I also could have had Ricochet as well, and that would have been really nice to have. But one of my favorite weapon... Oh, I guess I'm getting distracted there. Oh, looks like we found a match. Awesome. But I'm just trying to find different ways to run this loadout. I'm not using the barricade mainly to build the lances. I'm just using it for the added benefit of what the lances have. Because, and especially with this build, the way that it can portray itself is that you get Vorpal weapon procced, you have rending, so you do increased weapon damage to stasis crystals and frozen targets. And especially if it's super, so Silk Strike, Dawnblade, whatever, I can melt those when they're frozen before they can either as they break out of being frozen or even before they get out of the ice. That is kind of the goal of the build, is to try and freeze or just outright slay the super before it can get me, allowing me to be the man who knocks. This might be a better map for it, so we'll see. Assuming it works, there we go. Something I kind of find disappointing about this mode specifically is that, well, I guess not this mode specifically, but just kind of how the game is played these days, is that making plays is just a matter of how many people can you put in the kill pack, so just run right up next to each other, and then just kind of outgun somebody with more people versus better aim. Damn. I was hoping I would have caught him with that melee. But yeah, it tends to just devolve to how many guns can you have pointed in a single direction, and especially how many of those guns can be like optimal 3-tap kills. But when you have 3 people or 4 people, it just turns into all of you hit him at least once and he's dead instantly. The bow builds, the hand cannon builds, the swap builds, whatever they might be. Not saying they're not skillful in whatever ways they may be, but man, are they annoying. Especially when I'm not trying to play with the best stuff I could be playing with. Because I could be playing with a hand cannon, a SMG, whatever, and just run and gun anybody. I get bored of that faster than I would expect myself to, which is sad, but for me as a player, it makes sense that I would get bored of the overly powerful run and gun builds that kind of became the norm. Just because I enjoy a different kind of run and gun. I prefer one that takes just a wee bit of time to get used to. Alright. That's a well, so I guess I kind of have to do this. There we go. He's probably still going to be in super when I spawn in, so I might have a chance to kill him. Right? No, he's out. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be a well there. And a minor gripe. Why doesn't that always freeze when you set it next to somebody? Come on. There we go. I am the man who knocks. Alright. Should have stopped shooting when I had the chance. Then I could have run him out. He's gonna gun my super there, isn't he? So he's gonna come this way real quick. Jump across. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Got it. Darn. An unfortunate reality, but one I deal with. But it helps to keep my teammates alive, so thus I play it. Alright, I'm gonna let you kind of see what we can see first, and we'll play around with that. I'm gonna burn to death here, I think, or I'm gonna die from behind. Yeah, but I can try and gun as many as possible. Took 4 while I was in that spot. I'm well impressed with that. Alright, let's see. We got some people there. We got 2 here. That is twice. That's happened. Ah. Why am I surprised? Let's see. Nobody? It's probably a mimic. It's a rose. So it's going to have a better time to kill on me anyways, so... Kind of have to win with mercy whatever happens here. Thank you, teammate, for being able to pair with me there and play that as well as we could. Mimic. Yeah, I'm as good as dead here. So, I am going to play with what I need to do here. Slide over. It's going to be on that left side. Nothing's going to run out. But since there's more on that left side, I kind of have to be cautious about it. Use ricochet to my advantage. No, nobody? Alright. Let's see. How many kills did we get that match? Had to have been a few, huh? 21? Not too bad. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed my rambling. That was my, the build who knocks... The man who knocks build. Or gun. Krait with Vorpal. Or any other auto rifle with Vorpal, I guess. They'd all work pretty much the same. If you had a Suros auto with it, you'd be a lot better off, I think. But with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there for that. It's just some end of video things here. We are at 89 subscribers at current. That is awesome. Thank you all for those who are new subscribers over the past month. That is awesome. Let's try and hit 100 by the end of the month. That would be great. And then I think at about 100, we will try and, or I will try and do a stream with viewers, probably here on YouTube. I might try and stream it between both Twitch and YouTube, if I can. I think I can actually do it. I have tried it in the past. So I think we'll try and do that. So if there is anybody who would like to do that, once we hit 100, I will go ahead and put a community post out about that. And then we'll hit up whatever the mode is at that time. If it's banner, if it's whatever. We might even play some PvE, who knows. But thank you all for those of you who have subscribed and are still watching my content. That is awesome. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. So your support means the world to me. That's awesome. Let's keep this going. And so with that, before I jump into another match here, like, comment, sub, all that normal stuff. Y'all been awesome. Thanks for watching the content. See you in the next one. Y'all have a good evening.